everybody, I'm Nick. Today I will tell you about tips that help me improve my art. Draw eyes at the same time. What that means is maintain the eyes at the same stage of render. Sketch both eyes, ink both eyes, color both eyes. That matters because so far in on one eye, you wouldn't be able to 100% replicate the other, forgetting how you did it. You will also have to color pick every single color you use on the first eye. Especially if you plan to draw your eyes more complex, it's a great habit to have. Also, if you didn't draw your baselines at the same time, it will be hard to get them to look at the same side or object, or not to make them look bigger than the other. Or smaller. Start drawing with basic shapes. When you draw dynamic poses, firstly completely simplify them to lines, then shapes, and only then draw the sketch. I usually go with a trapezoid or a rectangle for the torso, a rectangle for the waist, a pentagon for the hips. I usually do it because drawing complicated right off the bat is, well, complicated, and I'm not a god, so it will turn out jankier than it already is. Lines don't have to be clean. My hands go violent when I try to make my lines clean and polished, and a while ago I saw a TikTok video showing that it doesn't matter how messy your line work is, as long as everything else looks good. That was something that made me give it a try. And they were right, but it's just a preference thing, and I really enjoy clean art, but this is your sign to give it a try because I didn't regret it. Make your lines dynamic. That basically means make your artwork thick on the outside and thin on the inside. A YouTuber named Marikune has that in her art style, and I aspired to be more like her when I was younger. It makes the drawing pop, and you focus your attention on things more important than less. Use the color balance tool. The color balance tool was always my go-to after my drawing is finished. A whole ton of apps and softwares have it. They are shown on the screen right now. Basically what it does is, it can give a totally different atmosphere to your artwork just by dragging this little thing. I don't know, I forgot what that was called. Just give it a try, okay? Use various hues to render. I've touched that topic in my recent video, however, it's a super valid point that makes your stuff look much better. Use analogous or complementary colors to make shadows and light, meaning change the position of the cursor on the color wheel to not only make the shadow dark, but also make it more realistic. I myself tend to exaggerate it now that I've understood the basics of it, but it's still more than okay to implement it a little bit. Draw with the light, not the shadow. It's a very impactful thing to your art, and it helps a lot with grasping how shadows work. Say there's a moonlight that only glows from the top, so there's not a lot of things that are exposed to that light source. Drawing with the shadow, you practically have to assume where the light goes, but when everything is already in the shadow, it's easier to understand where the light falls, if that makes sense. It's important to add a background. Not all the time, but when you really want to finish a drawing, one background can go a long way. It could be minimalistic, maybe just a gradient, an outline, a pattern, it doesn't matter. I just find it to be fuller and more aesthetically pleasing. And the last tip for today is, never give up. Obviously, you don't have to follow this advice if that's your style choice. This is just the advice that helped me get better at a style I wanted to achieve. Thank you so much for making my recent videos so popular. I feel so good, I feel so famous. It is really cool. Thank you so much. Bye everybody.